All right, so that's a courthouse. Anyway, we're going by we're going through the town of Buckingham. I love this little town. I really don't know anybody here too much, but my dentist is here. I think it could hold a concert here. I don't know. I mean, it'd be something, if we start the nonprofit, it'd be something for the council to discuss. And to me, the purpose would be to promote World Preschool and then pay the people that work there. We would sell, graphics of World Preschool, t-shirts, things like that, artwork, baseball cards, fashion, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the performers need to collect some income, and I guess that's the main reason. If people, the artists, they like the philosophy and the idea of having a school around the world for world peace, and to me that gives the artists a voice in the hazardous word politics. I think art is above politics because we're aesthetics. And we may come up with some better ideas. And if we have a voice, more of a voice to work together and come up with ideas through education and schooling, but that also puts you on the map, just to have a voice, the artist to have a voice in education and politics, so to speak, to work together in education. And have a voice, I don't know. I mean, I would like to discuss different ideas instead of going to war at the Ukraine level. I don't understand it, I don't know why we did that. I don't really know the facts, and I'm not sure I totally trust what I hear on the TV set. I'm not sure. So I would like to have a council to discuss that, because that's the kind of thing we need to discuss about education. Because I think education, the higher levels of education, I think they have less violence. I think in most cases that's a fact. And in preschool, we would always say, use your words. We don't want kids hitting each other or biting each other, things like that. You want to separate from your animal natures, which animals just kill each other. And that's an animal nature because you're supposed to use your gnosis or your thought or your brain to avoid those things. Destruction is not good. It costs money, it costs lives, great hardship. And some of these shootings, I think people get the idea, oh, well, they did it, so I think I'll do it too. And I don't want to get shot. I think my family can benefit from the nature of my thinking, creatively sometimes, to care and love for my family. And if societies are being broken apart by war, that just makes us take a step back. And I think about that show with the monkeys taking over the apes, Planet of the Apes. And I just want a more beautiful world where everybody has more prosperity. And I think that's what artists do. That's what we're here for. And it is getting better, I guess, but a step back would definitely be the wars and also the shootings. So anyway, building the schools all over the world, even if you got 20 or 30 in, would be a start to discuss things in Africa and things like that. Ideas and opinions, things like that. The type of education the children need. We're different. We have similar but different needs. Oh, this is our farm. That's where the old house is. This is Mount Rush. It's pretty big, and you can see it from the road. So I think it'd be a good place for a concert and a summer camp. I really do. And that's a sign that says it's Mount Rush. So yeah, it's like 1,000 acres. I don't know, it's kind of a dream of mine. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I don't want to see it developed into housing communities, really. I'd rather it stay rural, honestly. Yeah, just put cabins there and turn it into a summer camp. There's further back. You can put cabins further back where you can't see them. Oh yeah, I'd put a swimming pool, stuff for the kids to do, rock climbing. I put horses on Afton, little miniature horses and therapeutic horses, and just different stuff, like a clubhouse with a movie hall, things like that. Oh my goodness, somebody's been putting out manure, and this is Afton. This one's nice. Uh-oh. Somebody's trimming something. I wonder if that's HV. What is she doing? Somebody's got a ladder out. I have no idea what's going on here. Anyway, and this is Afton. This is where my aunt lives. She built a house here recently. She came back. She was in South Carolina. We have this thing about not being able to see our houses. It's called privacy. Yeah, I would see if I had money, I'd turn this into a nonprofit like trust. So my family would always have access to their roots. And they come back here and look at it and say, oh, okay, this is where we come from. And then I'd have an educational fund for a family that wanted to study or do things educationally to help them along. I know, that's a big dream, but if it ever happened, I would do that to help my family. So we could be better contributors to the world in which we live in. My kids, too, they need some help. Their dad ended up not being a good person for that. He was an alcoholic, and he tended to tell untruths, non-beings, as Aristotle. He was a good salesman, though. I believed him. And here we go. This is my home. This is where I grew up. This is my childhood. I used to walk along this road all the time in the summer.